So this is pretty much auto tech. Essentially what we do is like fix cars. So I guess we can go to the first example over here. And if you want your car essentially driving straight, you need to get in alignment. So these are the laser plates. That's the thing that makes sure your car is driving straight. You're gonna need an alignment if your car doesn't go like straight at all. Like it keeps pulling over to the left or right. So essentially it's composed of like three components, if you will. The toe, right? Essentially is like if your car is like turning, but like, well, I don't know how to explain this right. But it's either tilting in or out. And the caster is either it's like moving forward or backwards. If you move forward, that's the negative direction. If you move towards yourself, that's the positive direction. So essentially that's that. Basically what we call it just a tire machine, which is Jalen right over there. But anyways, essentially what you do over here is take off and put on the tire. Now, essentially what you do from here is just, you gotta lube it up. So pretty much on the rim of the tire, essentially, you gotta put that. In Mr. Wilson's class, we use like the soapy water. Other places you use something else. Same process. Put it on, grab the duck head, put it through. Put it on the tire. You have to make sure the rim, the bottom part, is like over the tail and under the duck head. If you don't, essentially you're gonna be spinning the tire forever. You got a good amount of pressure, and pretty much just snaps in after that. And you do the same thing for the top layer. Same rule, over the tail, under the head. Rotate it. Pretty much snaps in. Remove the duck head. Pretty much just fill this thing with air.
Alright, that's good.
Alright.
That's good.
We got the student Edgar here trying to lift up the car, which he's doing an oil change, which you have to do every 5,000 miles, give or take. Alright, past that, we got this oil pan essentially. Or I guess it's an oil bucket if you will, specifically. It carries all the oil from pretty much the oil pan. Anyways, this is a brake lay. Essentially what it does is smooth out the rotor, cuts it real nice and fine, so essentially your car can have nice smooth brakes after that. Pretty much a battery charger. If you can still salvage your battery, you pretty much just use this to charge it up. Then after that, lights, future projects right there. I guess we got this. I mean, it's a simple grinder. You just grind stuff down to it so it'll be smoother. So that's simple. Hydraulic jack, that's essentially you get bearings out and whatever needs a lot of pressure to get something out of. Then we got a parts washer. I mean, as it sounds, you just wash parts in here. If it's real dirty, you gotta put it back in the car. And after that, I just simply call this thing an oven because it cleans stuff with like a lot of heat. And you just do stuff, like for example, you just put an engine block in here if it's like super dirty. And you can't work on it due to how oily and slimy it is. This is one of the trainers. Essentially, it teaches you the basics. Nothing too special about that. Okay, then after that, we got the locker rooms. I mean, simple, self-explanatory. Just change out your uniform. You go in there, just switch into this. It's pretty much just a shirt and glasses. So, then after that, we got something known as a trainer car. Essentially, essentially a company just sends us a car and we pretty much just practice on this. So, and then I guess we got a tool room. A tool room is where we keep all the tools. Again, self-explanatory. This is a brake leg. Makes your rotor smooth anyway. This is a rotor. Thing that essentially spins your wheels. Alright, so after you put on all the right things to hold this thing in place, right? You gotta move in these, I don't know what they call it, but I'm gonna call them cutters for short. Essentially what you gotta do is make sure they're barely touching. You're gonna start hearing a noise. That's when you know you're touching this thing. Alright, so essentially when you got them touching, right? Now what you want to do is zero them out. Wait, yeah, zero them out. Alright, after that you zero them out, and then depending on whatever the specification requires, you pretty much just set it to whatever you need. In this case, I'll just set it to like 0.25. After that, you pretty much just lock these into place. And after that, you just pretty much flip this thing. Then after that, you pretty much just let the thing move out on its own. And
Keep it straight.
You gotta make sure you include part of the video where it says you need a license.